You know, usually on this channel, we're talking about great PlayStation 4 game deals being available and games that you can get cheaper than their original cost. But in today's video, we're actually looking at two notable PS4 collections that are shooting up in price. These two games right now are on sale on the PlayStation Store, and they're a little bit more expensive than they regularly are. So that prompted me to take a look at how much these games are physically, and you'll notice that both of these collections are rocketing up in price. I'll theorize as to why that might be happening. Also, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is getting yet another update. This one very notable, adding New Game Plus. We'll cover when that'll be dropping. The Outer Worlds is a game that I'm very excited for. It's the latest game from Obsidian Entertainment. Some of you guys might have been wondering if it was a budget release or a digital-only release, but no, it will be getting a physical release and it'll be priced at $60. Also, Anthem is building up in anticipation, and it's a game that BioWare and EA definitely want to have some longevity attached to it. But if you're talking about a game that'll persist for a couple of years, that raises the question, is a PlayStation 5 version in the works? Chad Robertson, head of live service over at BioWare, held a Q&A, and he seems to be suggesting it's possible. Saber Interactive's World War Z is a game that not a lot of people are talking about, but they did just recently reveal a player versus zombie mode, and I want to take a look at what to expect from that game from a multiplayer standpoint, and we have an update to GameStop's new pre-order policy. We'll talk that at the end of this video. First up, we just had the release of Kingdom Hearts 3. Now, Kingdom Hearts being a very story-driven franchise, that might have prompted you to want to check out Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 or Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8. If you go on the PlayStation Store right now, both of those games are discounted, but they are at a very high price. Maybe that'll make you think, hey, I'd rather just get those games physically, and then you realize that these games are now incredibly rare and very expensive. Now, to give you guys an idea, Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5, I've seen that as low as $20, and that can be set for HD 2.8 as well. This really got brought to my attention when I saw these two games on sale. HD 1.5 and 2.5 is 33% off, but its base price is at $50 and it's at $33.49. That's extremely high, especially because it was available for $20 months ago. HD 2.8, on the other hand, digitally is available 33% off for $40.19. What? That is very expensive. $60 for that collection. That released all the way back in January of 2017. It's 2 years old. No game that is 2 years old should be $40 when discounted. That made me want to check, hey, what are these games available physically? And then I completely realized Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5, it is very hard to find this game in stock. If you go on over to eBay and look up the game is being sold at the lowest for $61 after shipping, and you see listings for around $78 to $85, some as high as $90 to $100. So if you have a copy of Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5, hold it for dear life because it looks like it's shooting up in value. HD 2.8, on the other hand, is a little bit cheaper on the physical side of things. The cheapest I see HD 2.8 for is around $55 after shipping, but man, that's still an incredibly high price. I believe for a little while, Square Enix released a collection that included HD 1.5, 2.5, and 2.8, and that was just $40. Now 1.5 and 2.5, cheapest you can get that is for $61, going as high as $100. HD 2.8, the cheapest is $55, going as high as like $85. This is absolutely crazy to me, and it's so unfortunate because KH3 just came out, and I know a lot of you guys don't want to pick up Kingdom Hearts 3 right now because you want to play through the other Kingdom Hearts games. Unfortunately, now to get these collections, it's super pricey. Again, the PlayStation Store is your best bet if you want the cheapest possible deal. $33.49 for 1.5 and 2.5. That's so expensive, but you do get a bunch of games. 2.8 for $40 is just crazy. I should note that if you want the entirety of the Kingdom Hearts experience, they do have an ultimate bundle with 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and Kingdom Hearts 3 for $100. So that might be your best bet if you want the entirety of Kingdom Hearts, but man, that's just so unfortunate to see. Hopefully at some point Square Enix decides to reprint these and the prices do come down. And if you do have a copy of 1.5 and 2.5, if you already played through everything, maybe it's not a bad idea to get rid of it and get some extra cash for your game. So that's a little depressing, but moving on, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is going to be getting a major update later this month. This was announced over at the Assassin's Creed Twitter page. Today's New Game Plus is coming this month. They had a little interesting post to announce it, and then someone asked, can we switch characters? Will this affect ship lieutenants we got throughout the game? Any extra rewards? And then the Assassin's Creed Twitter account just responded, we'll share more details next week. So it looks like And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, if you're looking to pick up Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 or 2.8 to get caught up on the Kingdom Hearts story, unfortunately, it's super expensive right now, but digitally, you will be getting it a little bit cheaper. And if you do have a copy of 1.5 and 2.5, man, you can get a pretty penny back for it. AC Odyssey is getting New Game Plus later this month. The Outer Worlds will be a full physical release. It'll be a full $60. And Anthem next gen version isn't ruled out. PvPvZ mode is coming to World War Z. And it looks pretty interesting, and GameStop has a new pre-order policy. That's gonna conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.